Booms. Today we're going to science some plastic. What's he builds? What's he builds? What's he builds? Some plastic. What's he builds? Some plastic. Science. Some plastic.
Hey everybody, Webc here. Welcome to the show. We're operating in a little bit different format tonight, and that's totally okay. We're going to be going live on another format as well, and probably interacting with some people and stuff. We'll see. I don't know. If anybody pops in, I told some guys, like, hey, it'd be totally cool if you stop by and gave me some company.
You all ever see something on social media that really gets you in your feet?
So I'm going live. So, anyways, welcome to the show. Oh no, we're gonna have to reposition him to stand better. So just drink down real quick and give him a tripod-based stance with a drawing the line with my sword stance. Arm back. Alright. You guys ready? See if he sits on it. Yeah. Oh, it's almost perfect. Alright, there we go. This is my Gundam Barbatos. Let's see if I can get this on without it being obvious that it's on. Well, it's not on view, so we're fine. Anyways, yeah, welcome to the show. This is what we got going on tonight. This is, I'm going to call this cell phone mode. And we're going to try using this for a while, or mobile mode. So this will show. I really don't like look, I can show you what it looks like if I change the camera first. Okay, so I can change it to that. I can change it to that. And I really I'm not mad at that, but that's really blurry, not really what I'm looking for. The rest of them don't really look good. That one looks pretty good to me. Alright. Over there on TikTok, hey, if anybody is here, just go ahead and hit that request to guest button on TikTok, and I'll let you in. We can chit chat. We're going to talk about some things tonight. I am showing off my finally finished metal frame Gundam Barbatos. I gave everybody like a little preview video of it last night. So tonight, we're going to talk about it. We're going to have a great night, and that's what we're going to do. So we'll zoom in on camera and everything on that as well. I'm going to fix this camera. Actually, so the nice thing about this camera system that I'm running is I can actually kind of keep it to do whatever I want. So now you guys can see on both the Barbatos. This is the kit that I'll be working on tonight. It is the I won't be working on those. I was gonna put those in here actually. Watch this. Put one on each side. Stand it up. There we go. Alright, so that's the kit I'm going to be working on all night tonight. I got the runners ready to go. What we're going to do is we're just going to grab one runner, we're going to nip it out, and then we're going to put it in a bin. Show you how I do that. Lots of people don't really see that. So here are the parts that I'm working on tonight. The first runner. This is runner E from high grade RX-93 V2 High V Gundam, or as we all know it, High New Gundam. Yeah, it's a V. It's the symbol for new. Yeah, it's the symbol for new. I'm not going to get into an argument with anybody about it. I don't care. We know it's the High New Gundam. The Gundam that is on display for everybody to look at, that is the Gundam Barbatos Master Grade Metal Frame. Come on in, check it out. I got a blue light enhancing the neon paint job that I added to it. It's not really a paint job, it's more like a detail upgrade for the Gundam, you know. Here we'll go quiet light for a minute and I'll let you guys get a good look at that. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that light up bright? Oh boy. Over there on the other channel though, you guys are not liking that. Here, let me see if I can get you guys a close up for a moment. That's the other thing that I wanted to be able to start doing with this. Give you guys close ups of stuff that I'm looking at. This is just about what it would look like if you were a human. You'd be looking at it from about this position. So we'll turn that light back on quick. Alright, then back over to the ball. And now see, because I have the ball at a certain spot, if I just put it on and put it in place, it should be like almost perfectly centered. Like it right there. You can hear my kids talking in the background too. That's okay. They're little noisy jerks. Love them though. They're great kids. Along with that, as you can see, Clarksville Hobby Depot is there for me and you and everybody too. So if you guys are on TikTok, head over to Clarksville Hobby Depot. The link is in my bio. They're my sponsor page. I'm not selling you a product. I'm just selling you my sponsor. My sponsor is a great guy. He sells and deals with RC cars and hobby models. So head on over to Clarksville Hobby Depot to get all your RC car filled needs and to get all these kind of cool models, just like this one right here and this one right here. So head on over there, check that out. In my bio, it's linked, ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com. Head over there. That link lets my sponsor know that I sent you and gives me a credit. So it lets me know. That's how that works, and that's how I make my cheddar here on TikTok. I am not part of the programs on TikTok. I am just accessing the lives and sponsored outside of TikTok. So when I start getting the TikTok sponsorships and stuff, I'll let you know. They offered me a shop. I don't know if there's anything I want to sell yet. I could find a Gundam or something that I could just be like, this is my favorite Gundam. Let's put this on sale, and then let's just sell that one Gundam, and then the TikTok will source it for you. We'll see. I don't know, but that'd be like kind of cool, right? To have like one robot that I sell, and then somebody else who's TikTok famous can sell a different robot. You know, and I'll find something to do with that commission that doesn't give me a profit. It gives me some sort of way to cycle it back into any kind of Gundam related business. We won't be profiteering then. Anyhow, moving forward, letting you guys know this is what's going on with me and all that fun stuff. Let's see. How does this work? Oh, it's an overlay. Okay. So yeah, that was not an actual sale going on by Clarksville Hobby Depot. So disregard that. I wish I could choose like where the picture sat on the screen. So put it up a little higher so you guys can see better. Anyways, to begin this project, I start with my this is what I call my heavy duty single blade nipper. This single blade nipper is not a godhead. I got it from a store I really don't like anymore. I don't like that store. I'm not going to discredit them. If you can see the symbol on the tool, you can make out who the store is. I'm not going to name them. Their product is great. This tool is great. Go get it if you want it. If you know whose tool this is. If you don't know whose tool this is, I'll show you over here too. If you don't know whose tool this is, um, then ask in the comments. Somebody might be able to help. Uh, so this tool specifically from that company, I like it as it's that first round nipper. This is what I mean by it's the first round nipper. Okay. Hey, over there on TikTok, we're going to kind of move everything to the side, and we're going to, uh, yeah, right here is good. And so this is the first round nip. So that's what I do. That's what I call the first round nip. And now, if you look, I've left a bunch of nub on the whole product. I have another nipper, and this other nipper is going to be super awesome. So the focus of tonight's show really wasn't about using nippers. Actually, tonight's show focus is we're going to start working on this kit until the first of the month, and then on the first of the month, we're going to be doing a competition, and you guys are going to join me for that journey. I think. And I think this is going to be my first full live build on TikTok. I'm going to do as much of it as I can on TikTok, live build, 2-3 hours at a time. It'll be sporadic, so don't look for a schedule. It'll just be me signing on and building some parts and stuff. Uh, hey, I'd like to too. What's up, dude? How's it going? If you want to join in, hit that join send button. If you're watching over there on YouTube and everything, sorry this is all new to you guys, but I'm working on reformatting and stuff, and I think I want to go this mode. I want people to see things in this mode. So uh, over there on the over there, this is the Gundam I'm working on right now tonight. This is the Gundam I just finished up. Um, maybe I can scoot him over just a little bit. There we go. And we'll scoot that back. And there's my sponsor logo. Hey, look at that. We can get it all in one page. All right. So that's what's going on here. And we're just cutting parts. Um, so I don't know, like, I'm just having a good time. So things I want to talk about, though, with the competition and everything. Talking about competition is always one of those things. Some people are like, I don't know, what's the deal with competition? Why is there so many rules? Why can't we just build and do what we want? Well, because one of the things about like some competitions is they're designed to put everybody on the same playing field. And we're going to get into that today and talk about that part for sure. And what I mean by that is well, let's finish out the outline of what the show's going to be about. So first off is we're going to talk about the competition, the outline that they give you for rules, what you're allowed to do within those rules and boundaries, and what you're not allowed to do, um, and so on and so forth. Things like that. Pretty cool, right? Like everybody wants to talk about those things. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And one of the first things we're going to talk about with that is these. Um, oh, my kids are so funny. All right, so these rules, right? Let's just go to the rules. Just talk about the rules, man. Just go to the rules. All right. So on some builds, they tell you you can't do this, you can't do that. Let's talk about some of those finer details. Certain competitions, you cannot use certain types of things. Sometimes they limit you only to name brand. And what that means is you can't even go You can't do a third party if it's a name brand. Like you'd be like, oh well, it's a company, it's got a name brand. No, what they're talking about when they say name brand is they're like Bandai only. You can only buy Bandai stuff and only use Bandai stuff. Don't use anything outside. They're like that. All right, that's a rule. That's what they're telling you. They're saying, hey, you can't change this up. You can't make this modification. So when I do these competitions, I get this rule list every time. In almost every competition, it's slightly different, slightly the same, and you just got to go through all these rules and do it up. So, like this current competition I'm about to join on the first of the month, when it starts. I've already RSVP'd. You don't have to show them the kit you're using until the first day of the competition. You have to mail in the kit picture, and they'll give you an okay, and that's so on and so forth. Now, some of the things that they do tell you, or that you do find out right away about this competition. They do tell you so you can prepare in advance before then. So they do allow you some preparation time. What that preparation time means is they're giving you all the time in the world, basically, to gather all your resources for that build. Um, and they're telling you what your resources are allowed to be. Okay, so within the rules, they tell you whether or not you can or cannot use 3D printed product, whether or not you can use resin print product, whether or not you can use resin mold product, whether or not you can use third party resin kits, um, whether or not the design has to be yours or not yours, what kind of painting is allowed sometimes. That's a really strict one. Um, and then there's also, um, along with like what kind of painting is allowed, what kind of painting isn't allowed. You know what I mean? Like, to say that, like, uh, just pretty simple. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of painting isn't allowed? Like, that's weird. When you're going into some custom areas, they will try and put a limit on. Please limit your paints to like 2 3 layers. Don't overdo it. But that's more like a guideline. That's not them saying don't do it. Like, you do as much as you want, right? But they'll give you those guidelines because it, like, sometimes it'll become like an eyesore for the judge to have to look at. And if it's really good work, but it's an eyesore, did you know you could still lose a competition that way? I watched a guy who did an amazing job last year at the World Comp. I'm still nowhere near ready to do World Competition. I'm still practicing and honing in on all my skills and stuff. And yeah, so I'm nowhere near ready for World Comp. I'll be completely honest about that. And so this one guy, though, he made his paint job way too elaborate. They just did not give him any points for it whatsoever. And part of that is because the build and all that work you do gets lost in if you put too much into the paint job instead of putting more into showcasing what is cool about the robot. Are you showcasing that the robot's posability? Are you showcasing that robot's design, what it's for? Did you stand it on something to give it a better pose? Are a whole bunch of these things? But when it comes down to it, if they can't see a good visual and they're like it's an eyesore and they're not getting good valued visual points on that, it'll hinder your build. So you gotta work on that. Let me show you what I mean. Um, I won a competition with this build. So with this build, I won a competition. It's been a few months. Uh, Nobody can see it, but on TikTok. So I won a competition with this build. Okay. Um, Here, I'll show you over here. I'll bring it over here. So first place winner, right here. This is a first place winner. I'm not saying I'm the best, but for that competition I was. Okay, and I felt really honored to win and everything. It was really cool. A very nice, very nice build. Everything's very nice. Did you know that this kit was drab olive green when I first built it? You can't see drab olive green on this kit. So, I spent a long time for this competition kit, like just fine working this build. Like I was like, all right, let's do that, let's do this, let's get that, let's get this. And this build put me out there. I was happy with this build. This build like just turned out amazing. It was a flawless build. It's a little dusty now. The only thing that wasn't perfect was the shield. It has a water slide decal I created on it that it just wasn't perfect. What's up, Big Mike? Hello.
More of them are coming. Hi, guys. No, buddy. Buddy. No.
It's Friday night and there's loads of people live. Alright, cousin. I don't know, I sent some invites out. Let's see if anybody comes and hangs out. Let's go. Ooh. Alright. For those out there watching, when I'm done with my runner, or while I'm clipping out the parts, if I'm near it, I'll cut out the label of the runner, and that gets put with the parts. And then this can get discarded or set aside to get looked at if I missed a piece. So we'll just set it aside. I got these awesome totes. The reason why I nip out onto the instructions is so we can slide them all right into the tote. And there we go. That's the first one down, right there. Parts gone. Now, what I like to do is I like to do my first nipper all at once and get all my bins and do all my first nipping. And then I like to go back and do the next round all at once as well. And when I'm doing my second round of nipping, I'll also stop and clean each part up with glass files, sandpaper, buffing pad, polishing pad. If I plan on painting the kit, I don't clean the part up because I'm going to sand the whole part. The whole part's getting sanded, so it'll get sanded smooth when that happens. So those are my two different preferences. So if it's a kit like this barbatos here, I did not paint the whole kit. I only put a gloss coat over everything after I locked on the water decals and the neon paint decal. Once I did all that, should move that away a little bit. So yeah, once I did all that, success was mine. So that's how you get a nice successful kit. Uh, like to get that stuff in. I was really worried when I originally locked that in, like the orange bits and stuff of paint. I was really worried that they were gonna run, like they were gonna deteriorate from the water, because I used a water-based paint and then I used a water-based top coat. So I was afraid that they were going to mix and dilute. And they didn't. They worked out nice. I did give it a whole night to dry up overnight before I put the top coat on it. So it's really cool. It's a really sweet build. Uh, Really happy with it. Chappelle. Yeah, so we can throw on some
Just run through.
throw on some blue light to accentuate all that amazing work. As you can see. There we go. Yeah, now I got it working just the way I wanted it for displays. You can see the light, it looks like it's lighting up, and it doesn't look like the light's blue, really. I like it. Alright, yeah, so we can get back to nipping. Um, we'll just nip a different color this time. Let's nip this runner. Now we're working on runner B. Runner B. Oh, this is interesting. They didn't. So, okay, I built the master grade Verka, and this is definitely an interesting build. Hmm. They purposely put seam lines on the legs, in the seam lines, to make it look purposeful. I hate that, because now I either have to choose to sand them smooth or like really try to get rid of the seam line that's right next to a seam line. It's really hard. I don't like this. This isn't fun. So that's gonna be one of my difficulties right there. So I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and show you. Um, on those leg parts, do you see the seams? Okay, let's get this side. So when we come over here, we're looking at the seams. It's this one. Okay. Do you see those seams? That's horrible. It's awful. So then it's going to look like a seam next to a seam. If they could have just, this is why you go over every part. You look at everything when you're nipping it out so that you can see how they built it. The high grade, I mean, no complaints. It's a high grade for sure. That's what you're getting. High grade, but it looks good. It looks like a newer type of high grade. I'm not 100% sure it's the. Oh no, this one's a little bit older. All right. So I'll be a little less crucial on it than you guys. It's under 100 for a make model. This is um, kit number 095 in the Bandai line. It's a newer print, but kit 095. Also want to announce that tomorrow my daughter will be starting a game show where she will be showing off her skills as a video gamer. Hopefully she doesn't warp your fragile little minds. And yeah, that's what she's going to be doing for a while. Saturdays, I guess. We're going to do it Saturday afternoons.
I should be able to reach for the heroes first. Yeah.
That's all we're doing. Just nipping out these parts. Um, Back to the competition talk. So on April 1st, I'll be starting this competition. They've got all those rules where they tell you what you can and can't do, what you can and can't use, who you can and can't talk to, all that stuff. All right. And on those sets and stuff are some pretty easy, interesting stuff. So I've already got my kit picked out. It's already in Intel. We'll talk about that once I get done with maybe this runner. We'll talk about my kit.
I got to deal with the Neros first. Thanks.
This is a really cool kit. I do have nothing like in mind for it yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I do know that I'm going to.
Yeah. This is a terrible spot here. Aha. Yeah, as I said, a terrible spot.
Also, when you're cutting these out and stuff, the reason why I put them on the sheet, this sheet down here. Let's move it over
Oh no.
again. Oh, not that far. The reason why I put them on this sheet right here is because the sheet makes it so you don't bend and break the nubs before you're ready to work on it. That's something I always have a problem with. I got a big clotter hands, like with how big my hand is. So this is a standard single blade nipper. This is a standard size single blade nipper. So my hand makes it look like it's an itty bitty tool. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're a big guy like me, this is definitely a practice of patience. Like you definitely are learning to be a patient person when you're a big person like me building these things. Um, just because nothing's gonna go the way you want it to. All right, so that runner's done. Let's grab a bin for it right here. Yeah. All right, that bin's done. Put that back. So I do that so I can stack them. My bins stack. That's what's really cool about them. They're stackable. So when I got them out, we can do that. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Having a great night with you guys. Rocking and rolling live. Um, I don't know who is live in here with me. Send me a hi, a holler, or something. Oh, Corey. Awesome. Corey, I believe we're cousins. Uh, so yeah. Okay, so I'll show you the kit I'm planning on building for this competition. Let's get it in here. So make sure nothing's in the way. And get this kit in to show everybody. There we go. Here is the kit I plan on building for the competition. And it's a big kit. Like I'm really excited to build it. It's got some really cool options to it and everything, and it just looks amazing. Um, the paint, I am going to be painting it, so I'm going to be going over and getting different colors and stuff from the paint scheme. But this kit it's amazing. It looks amazing. It's got amazing photographs on the sides of what this kit can do. So yeah, I mean, it looks amazing. So I have a kit picked up. It's brand new in the box. ready to go. Not doing any work on it, right? So that's all ready to go. Kit's legit. It's Bandai product. I have a ton of water slide decals. This competition doesn't have any limitation on those. You can use whatever kind of water slide decals you want, and so that's always super awesome. Woohoo! So who else is on? Go live together. It doesn't tell me who's like wanting to go live and stuff with me. And, so that's what I'm working on. Come the 1st of August is that big master grade. So until then, we're gonna work on this, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do with it, but we're gonna have some fun with it for sure. Especially all these parts, man. So here's runner D. Yeah, got a message from the missus. She said she'll be home around 10:30. I said that's cool. She's been home sick all week, so I worry about her. She's no tough lady, but I still worry. I loves her muches. Things are going to get very, very tight, though, for the next 3 or 4 weeks here. I'm not excited, but we'll make it through it.
Aha. No.
All right, so I've got 2 runners with the same name. Um, so usually when I come across that, I usually give both of those runners to the same bin. So that will be the plan for this runner. So I got runner D again. So we're just gonna keep doing the same thing. And get in here and clip all these wonderful parts out. Just into the same runner. When I paint these parts, I usually paint them. High grades get painted by their runners first, and then I'll separate all the parts out into their limbs, and I'll check and see if I need to do any more like color separation or add anything cool to it, or do anything cool. So I'll definitely do those. I do that. And,
Oh no. He was waiting. He was waiting. He was waiting.
and then my kid's being annoying. He said it
I should have done that.
6 times. He repeated himself 6 times. Must be how many times I have to tell him to do something before he does it too.
You know what? So let's play the rematch. Instead of, I think, you know, that. I want to do this. So I want to do Alita, but. Alita.
Ow.
Oh,
All right.
oh, the soul's up here, we do that.
There we go.
Both of them.
Everything's punched out. These were all the parts. All the parts. Okay. Grab a bin. The bins are supposed to go in this shelf thing I have here, but I don't really use it. I should. I was thinking about tonight after the show doing a reconstruct on some of this stuff because I would really like it if my laptop could sit in the studio area, kind of, so I could show you guys what else is going on in my mind. Sometimes come up with other things, just different stuff. We can look at, we can review other people's stuff too. Big Mike, how's it going? Welcome to Web C Builds. Tonight we're just nipping out some parts for this the RX-93B2, or High New Gundam, and having a good time. I'm live on a bunch of different places and stuff, but I'm here on TikTok having a good time. I'm over on YouTube and all the other social medias that everybody hates. Anyways, how's your night going? Mine's going pretty good.
Unless if they fight. Ah, ah, not like. Ah.
Come in and hang out if you want. I like talking to people. Got another person just joined. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna spot 2 items here, and I'm gonna see what they
So I have 2 of these as well. I have 2 C runners as well. So here is C runner 1, and I'm going to be working on C runner 1. Yeah, so this is an older kit, newer print. So the plastic is really nice, but the design is a bit wore out. Ain't gonna lie to you. Not seeing a whole bunch of detail. Or I just might be coming off of this master grade getting spoiled. I did just finish 2 master grade kits. This one that's spinning around on stage. Here is just the one I'm showing off tonight. My next live, I'll probably show off my other master grade that I finished. He's hanging out up next to his buddy High New Gundam. That's the last kit I have to find is a master grade New Gundam. If I find a master grade New Gundam, I'll have master grade New, I'll have master grade Sinanju Verka, and then I'll have master grade Zeta and master grade High New. High New is like super amazing. Super amazing. So, yeah. Also, just keep chugging away at everything you build. I'm thinking about actually turning this kit into I want to do a black and gold High New. I haven't done one yet. Black and gold is like one of my signature fun colors that I like to do for builds. I call them the stealth kits or the stealth builds. Like, what would this kit look like with the stealth mod? So I'm thinking we might do that. We might give this kit a full stealth mod.
Oh, I crafted these.
Oh, excuse me, I burped. How's it going, everybody? Oh,
So that's what I was doing wrong when I was trying to craft.
shut that. I'm getting a headache from that. We'll shut that down for a little bit.
Enlighten me.
Yeah, I don't really.
The,
I don't know what the rules are for TikTok and music. I know a bunch of other builders on TikTok
lots of Bob and a
put their
pearl.
music or put background music on. I don't know what the rules are on
So I crafted
background
a
music.
pearl.
Does anybody else know? Should I be looking that up? That's why I haven't put any on because I just don't want to get in trouble.
What else could
You
a
know,
Bob
uh, because everybody's like, yeah, man, we like to play music while we build. Like, so do I. But my music isn't always happy-go-lucky, fun time
What do
music.
I craft?
So I don't know.
What is this?
What
You're telling me I just
hosts?
what do I craft here? A mushroom. What will I craft here? Huh.
I'm not.
I went full circle with that.
I'm not gonna host with that guy. That guy, I don't want to talk.
What do I craft here?
I don't think I have much to say to him. All right. So that was the first sea runner. First sea runner. All right. This kid, we're moving through it pretty fast. Just so you guys know, we only have 2 more runners. We have, I think, the egg runner, and then there's polycaps. Obviously, there's a lot of those, and then
Right? No.
I don't know. What do you think, guys?
What is that?
It looks like they only give us one actual working
That's a mushroom. What is
beef
this
in.
make?
So lame.
What is this? Wait a
Per
minute.
side.
Blue.
Just don't know how to react to that.
What is this
Anyways,
make?
we got 2 sea runners, so we're gonna,
Ha.
a hotel. This is one of those symmetrical kits where you can print 2 of these and design them to float different directions
That's Bob.
just by switching out the peg where the peg hole sits on one side or the other. So that's what they got though. There's a piece in this next runner that'll make that differentiation between the 2. I'll show
What
you.
is this make?
It's always like that. These asymmetrical kits that have dual runners like this. So that was what, 2 or 3 sets of dual runners? 2? I'm not sure. Anyways,
What
yeah,
is this make?
we're having a great night.
I'm not making
I hope the new camera setups are better. So I'm always striving for is better camera setups. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the cell phone version going for the next show or not. But I'll see how it looks. Like I said, I don't really like the zoom in that it gives when I go full screen in that version. So I'll have to see what I do and see what it do. All right. I don't think I need to do the runner name for this one because it's the same. We're just gonna call them all C's, and then there'll be 2 of each piece, and it'll tell you, unless the instructions, I don't think it's gonna divide it up. It looks like it's pretty compact, so it looks like it'll tell you times 2, and it'll say this part, this part, this part, and you just grab all 4 for all 6 pieces, right? So that's what we'll do. And on here, that's how I build the parts. I just match them up real good with the pieces. They're pretty self-sufficient on that. Oh, one more part.
What does this make? What does this make?
All right. Okay, there we go. So there's two pieces in here. It's gonna give me a little problems when I slide them in. We're gonna put those two parts in last. Okay. Grab our thing. Make our little canoe and travel those parts to their new home.
What does this make? Let's count it. What does this make?
Wow.
What is this?
All right. Put that there. Yeah. Here are the. Whoa. These are those. These are those older brittle polycap print with the new polycap rubber. So it's funny. You can. It almost feels like the old kind of polycap on the back, but when you look at it, you can clearly see it's that nice new poly rubber. That's kind of cool. Okay, this also comes in the case and the packaging. You know, them old stickers. Them old stickers, yeah. Yeah, just come on over. Yeah, hang out with me. Got this plastic stuff over here, yeah. Oh, they got that shield all cut separate, fun like and stuff. We're gonna have a good time with all these parts, yeah.
I was not expecting.
Oh, I hate this. I don't like this. I don't hate it like as in like I hate someone, but I just I hate it as in like look, man. I just I have to repaint it because it don't look good. So the this gunmetal metallic they tried to use for this is it's not the worst ever, but you can see injection lines. See right between here and here. You look right there, you can see a crease. So then you'll also see one here. It's gonna be right here, and it'll go here. And then this one is all right here. It's just awful. Golly. All right. So, anyways, this is the last runner out of the box before we're done for this part. So yeah. The kit that I'm building for the competition. We'll get back to talking about some competition stuff. I also have other things that are optionable. I was thinking about putting in some wireless LEDs on there. The few little places where those could be advantageous. Ooh, all fancy. Look at that. They gave me a short one and a long one. I like it. The short one can go for your blaster effects. Yeah, what you do is you take a razor and you cut it like a flower, and then you flare it out, and it'll look cool. Yeah. You gotta be careful when you cut it though. Cut too deep, you cut it right in half. It's just like a little sliver. You don't want it too much. There's like a pattern you could do, like where it's like long ones, short ones, long ones, short ones. Ooh, look at that. They gave out some good Verners. I like these Verner packs. These things look nice. This is something that I like about Verners. I just think they're awesome. So anyways, good Verner packs.
I think most things plus.
Yeah. I really like this blue over here too. This blue. Extra parts. Uh-huh. Yeah, all Gumpa buddies and stuff though. You guys can come hang out with me anytime. Like you let me you just let me come in and be quiet in your rooms and stuff, guys. Like come hang out. Like be interested. I'm sure you guys have questions.
Well, this is Craftos, alright? No, we have space over. We have space like up on this platform for some fire, but they just yeah. Why'd you get rid of all the vulture masks I put down? Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Oh, there's too many items.
that's all I'm doing is just cutting plastic off plastic right now.
Save got too many rods.
It's like probably the most mind-boggling thing. This competition kit is going to be uh, I don't want to do a full recolor. I really like doing like partial recolors. However, with master grades, I like to try and find a way to accentuate the insides of the kit to be visible if I can, because I like there's a lot of detail in there. So I was looking for some way to build a kit.
This has any crafting recipe.
And I think I have a Bandai base up there too.
What is this?
I could build it till it looks like it's being built. So it's not fresh, but
Okay, did you go test what that thing is?
I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
It's a much more powerful version of the thing I crafted with your mom. But, it just appeared to be a firebug agent, but a lot more powerful.
So we're just going through the motions of cutting this out. And with the color scheme, I'm not gonna like talk about any of the actual colors, but with the color scheme I picked out, it like leaves it open to like interpretation of is it this person themed, is it that kind of theme, is it a comic book character theme? You'd be like, what are you really trying to represent here? Because the colors that I was told I should paint it, I was like, well, that's not bad, but like instantly I was like, it doesn't fit the two kits that I don't know. The colors don't fit the kit in that sense. So I'm thinking about different colors. I really want the build to, make my wife happy. So I was thinking about doing like some, like, I was gonna see if I could find some reactive red paints, some neon reds reactives, and line this thing with a bunch of reactive reds and see if I can do some cool stuff. So I guess what I'll do is I'll buy those reactive paints. I'll see what I can do to thin them down to fit in the airbrush, because they should be thinnable to put in the airbrush. And then once I thin them into the airbrush, we'll see. We will definitely see. I will try and do some effects with them and stuff. I also have some glow-in-the-dark paint that doesn't need light reactivity.
A firebug egg.
And I tested the glow-in-the-dark paint, and it actually glows in the dark. Hakai! Hello, Hakai. How are you doing today?
Okay, well, what's this make?
All right.
Okay, well, what's this make?
Yeah. All right, so that was this runner. Got a bin. All right. I have to translate this page. Loads of work, loads of work, loads of work. Is there anything they don't use in this? Just a couple polys. Okay. So this whole kit's important. Don't lose parts. That's basically what they're telling me. So this looks intriguing.
I bet this makes something. Nope.
there's not a whole lot of color correcting stickers, guys. So, I mean, for a high grade, the color separation is pretty good. Like, I'm impressed. That's high grade color separation at its peak. I'm happy. But those aren't the colors I want to use. So I'm thinking we'll go I'm thinking some sort of black where the white is. And then I'm either thinking we do a silver or a metallic green. But I'm going to do black instead of white. I have a white high new already. And it's got green. Now I got plenty of that green to where I could do another run of that green on this one, but with black instead of white.
Say, what's this thing? Ah.
So yeah,
Say, what's this thing?
I'm not 100% sure what I'm thinking yet, but that's a color possibility for this kit. Yeah, I do plan on painting this one. I want this one painted. Kits that I paint that I don't enter into competitions, I call them my practice kits. I'm always practicing. So I have 8.5 days to do this kit. It's going to be a rush. Nah, not really. It's going to be super fast. I've got a buffer. Basically, I'm going to buff all these parts real fast. It's going to be a super speed run just to make sure everything's good. So black with a silver, I'm thinking, or a green. Or I could do the silver fading into green. Yeah, two-tone. A two-tone. Metallic two-toning. It could be done, but it's going to be hard. However, the nice part is, like I said, I built a master grade of this before. So I'm not unfamiliar to the shapes and what colors are where and stuff. So I'll be able to come up with a really cool design. Yeah, I'm thinking silvers fading into greens. So on the edges there'll be silvers. So what I'm thinking, see if I can get it good. Give me a pointy thing. Okay, we'll use this stick. So right here where this white part will be black, this will be silver, and then as it fades back, it'll turn to this like metallic green. It's a really pretty metallic green. It's called cyber leaf green. It's one of my favorite greens I've ever found. I don't have much of it, but I think I could use it as it's just a quick brush. So it would be that way with everything. Along this edge here, with this shoulder pad, silver. On the top side, green. Here, along this edge, silver. In the middle here, green. Along the edge here, silver. Here, green. So that would be the whole thing. And then on the boots, an edge around the white would be silver, and then down low would be green. And then here on the edge, it would all be silver, and then I would just kiss it with green. It would just be dashed with green. We'll see how that looks. We'll see with that. Yeah, that part there. We'll see about that. But yeah, and then black. Black, all the white will be black. What do you think? I think that'll be. And then I will do the face piece. I'll do that silver. I'll do the two colored pieces, the green. I'll do the helmet as much black as possible with some green or some silver detail. Or some silver to green detail with the speciality. Yeah. With the old special. All right. So that's what I'm thinking about doing for this kit, this fun little build. It'll be a quick, fast build. It's not like you got to do a lot of taping. Right. So we'll see how that goes. So taping won't be too bad, right? Right. I don't think so. Shouldn't be. So yeah, I'll be working on this project more than just live, but I'll be working on this for the next 8 days. This will be what I'll work on for the next 8 days. If I don't get it finished or painted in the next 8 days, which I find like very unlikely, I should be able to paint it by Sunday night. So, be like, what? Like this is 2 hours, 4 hours, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 hours. 8 hours of sanding and prep, and then a day for it to get washed and cleaned and dried. So yeah, Sunday night. I'm also gonna, do some of this prep work tonight here too. After we get done talking about other things. So that is what the options are for that. I'm not dead set stuck on that for permanent, anything. I don't want anybody to think, oh, he's stuck on those ideas. No, I'm not, but I'm thinking that's a good option. Now, for the competition that I'm doing, I don't want to do another black and gold after doing this version. So, the last competition I was in, I did do a black and gold paint job, and I placed, but I didn't win. So I don't want to necessarily go back and do the same thing and get the same results. So this next kit, I was thinking, because it's so big, it's only really got 3 colors. It's like orange, whitish, gray, and black. It's got those 3 colors. So I was thinking about switching the orange to a modest green, and maybe switching a lot of the. I don't know about a modest green actually. I may be thinking of blue. A blue. I have a metallic blue. Not sure though. If I do blue, I would accent it with red metallics. I would throw some red metallics in there to accent it. But what I want to do is I actually want to put it together, put the competition build. Once I get it all painted one way, I'm gonna get it painted to look like a mobile suit that I really like, and then I'm gonna put it together and put it in its flight mode, and then I'm gonna paint it in its flight mode, tape it off and paint it, in its flight mode to different colors I want to, and see if that creates a really cool, like when it transforms back into its regular mode, see if that creates another really cool layer dynamic to the kit. Once I do all that, I'm obviously going to put stickers on and stuff and see what those end results look like too. Like I said, I haven't even opened that box up yet, so I can't really tell you what's in there for me to play around with. But some of the cool things I do have is I have some LEDs that I can work with.
Oh, actually, yeah, this would be a better map for that. I want to crush it. I want to crush strawberries.
Okay, this is the whole thing. Goal is to kill all the carnival lizards.
Oh, so I have to climb up on this pole and jump on his stupid head.
Look at him, he's caramel color. Does it look fully like
Says I was having a hard time. Some issues. I'm back. I'm here. All right. So yeah, and we fixed our bottom of the screen runner, just so you all know.
Oh, hi.
Can't change that with live. Okay.
Hi.
So the bottom of the screen runner actually says, gives you better details on why you want to go to Clarksville Hobby Depot, instead of just giving you the code and like, go there, use the code. So anyways, head on over to our sponsors at Clarksville Hobby Depot, and over there you can use the code WebCOfficial, all caps, for a discount, 10% off a purchase of $25 or more. So I mean, like, go build a big shopping cart, like $250, and get 25 bucks off. That's your shipping, dude. Go do it. You know, you could easily spend that or more at Clarksville Hobby Depot. Go to the link in the bio at TikTok and hit that link in the bio. That'll bring you to my sponsor, and that'll let my sponsor know I sent you. And you use that code WebCOfficial, and it's Web-C Official, all caps. That's important. I know a lot of people are like, what? Yeah, just like I spell Web C up at the top here, Web-C, Web C Official, all caps. Head on over there. They have planes, trains, automobile models, all sorts of type of things like that. These robot models that I do, excuse me, and they also have RC cars. So head on over there and check out all that wonderful stuff. And like I said, using my discount code, even on those RC vehicles and stuff, that is a big discount you'll be getting if you head on over there and use that code. So don't miss out at ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com. Tell them Web C sent you. You get 10% off your purchase. All right. Yeah. So I know everybody just ran away to go check out all those cool details and stuff. Is he being serious? Does he really have that? Yes, I am. Yes, I do. Yes, it is. But like, well, we've been on for a little bit longer. All right. So yeah, then after we get done doing our first round of nipper work, we pull it out again. This time we switch to the blue handle. You know what that blue handle is, and if you don't, you do now. Yeah, this is definitely a God hand nipper. I'm one of those builders that swears up and down this thing is amazing. It's not perfection, but it is. It's just amazing. It leaves such little work for you to clean up behind it sometimes, where some builds, like, you're not really wanting to do a lot of work. So that's all you do. Just clean them up. Make sure that's the thing you're supposed to be cutting.
Well, I mean, it's a lot less annoying. Oh, hi.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back and some of these things we want to pre-assemble beforehand. Like this gun here, this bazooka. We want to pre-assemble these ones so we can possibly do some seam line work on these, so they're not as big of an eyesore when we're posing our kits. So we'll come back and check those out.
Like, give us a good time no matter what the skies. Like, no early rain and no rain coming.
I can't stop the rain. Yeah.
Rain? No, you turn off the lights? Target practice.
Don't hit me like
We have very different ideas of target.
Gotta cut those nubs off.
Yeah, you have to try not to hit the flip though. You're not just trying to hit the
It's trying to hit you.
Come back. See, you're done.
You can stand right there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Stand right there.
The goal is to hit one of them. I don't think this is
Agreed.
Yeah.
would have said vulnerable, but
How do they what is the
I don't know. Try jumping off again. I can't what? I actually think it's easier to get the slip up. Really? Are we really doing this?
yes.
Okay. Sure thing.
It's not that they really hope you can.
Right on the money. Right on the money. Oh dear. If you're stumbled up, you can hit it twice with 1 pound. 1 jump. Hit 1. Both. How many stomps do you think this guy can 10 before he? I think I hit him twice. Yeah, you know the really only good effective way we currently have is by stomping him. Yeah. You see how I stomped him twice in that 1 jump? Oh, hi. I'm just gonna jump away from this. Oh, he's way too strong for that. Leave me alone. That one can hear us. Oh. Also, its arms are much longer, much scarier. I don't.
It's a bigger target.
Bigger target? Oh, it's not. It wasn't stunned by that. Help me.
Woohoo!
I don't think they would.
Hey, Big Mike.
What's that?
Big Mike came back.
Not that one.
I'm just nipping this out. I was just talking about, some color theory with it and stuff, like what I would like to do.
Oh, you want
See
me?
with the kid, I'm
Shit.
gonna do like a black,
That was the
and
angry
then
variant.
all the blue parts are gonna get swapped out to silver green, like a 2-tone silver green.
We can't land
I think
on.
that'll
We
be
can't
really
land
cool.
there. We can't even hit its hair.
So we'll see how it pans out when I get done.
Oh, yes, Rick. He's out of the water. Prime target for you to immediately hit him in the face. I missed somehow.
Got likes.
Here,
Super awesome. You guys are so awesome.
that kid was killing.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm just getting everything set up, cut up, ready to go.
It only works for its 1 target.
Yes, it's a fancy dancy
It also only
nippers.
works when they can't get up before we come back for a red tooth. The red lizard was perfect. No, the red lizard was the best one in my opinion. It was dumb as shit. Sure. Let's here. Stop his face. How did you miss?
I think the lizard was just never always strong.
Let's wait for him to get near the pole here.
When I do these, what I'll do is I'll have 2 airbrushes set up and ready to go, and I'll be able to just spray one color and let it dry. Look at it,
Actually, one of
uh,
them was perfect.
and then I can pick up the other airbrush if I want and spray right away. And if I overspray one color, I can spray back. You know what I mean? Like go back and forth a little bit until I find that right medium on a few of the parts, or until I get used to it. things you think about while you're working.
But you're just missing with that kind of energy.
Oh, this is gonna be such an awesome kit. It's so small for a high grade though. So small.
Well, you killed him. Gooey.
Alright. Almost done with this runner.
You want to bully that blind guy?
Don't bully people
The blind. Yeah, saying it like that makes you feel
unless they deserve it.
bully this cancerous. No, I meant this guy. The blind cancerous blob.
Alright.
Blind cancerous blob. It was. Because I would land on it.
I have this little philosophy. We always save our little nibs or nubs or whatever till the end of the build. Put them over here in a little pile off to the side. Nobody needs to see it. Alright, so this pile has been nippered. These piles have not. I think that's going to be it for the night. It's 10 o'clock. I got some stuff I got to get done. Some rearranging I want to do. Things like that. Things of that nature. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. We will see you next week on Websy Builds.
I escapade.
See builds. Today we're going to sand some plastic. Websy builds. Websy builds. Websy builds some plastic. Websy builds some plastic. Sand